back to Formula Costco. We are here for race number 7 in Baku tonight. First ever Formula Costco race in Baku. As qualifying is underway, and just as we start the stream, we see Logan slap the wall at the castle area. Not a great start to the session for him, but did not DNF. We kick off the second half of the season tonight. One that has been very, very entertaining. Lots of close finishes, lots of great racing as Logan takes out a cone on his outlap. And oh, there's a big crash for Cole behind him. Cole's entire front wing gone. We're just 3 minutes in. The first two cars on track have both crashed on their outlaps. But both are able to get away with staying in the session. Cole said he was going to struggle tonight. Looks like that is evident already, as his teammate Chan is also on track. 10 drivers here so far. We should be getting Cheesy Man soon. And I don't know about anybody else. Leafy, I think, as well. After his win last week in Hungary, Slurp has taken the championship lead away from DeMeo for the first time this season. DeMeo has led every race until last week. Slurp has a 2-point lead going into tonight's race. They both said they felt confident about Baku tonight. We'll see how it goes for both of them. We obviously don't have any past results to go off of because it's the first time that we've ever gone here. But Slurp and DeMeo well ahead of anybody else in the championship. Cole is third. He has 83 points to DeMeo's 115 and Slurp's 117. So he's about 30, 35 points back of the top two. With 6 races left in the season, it's definitely possible for him to get there, but going to need to have a lot of great races in a row, and he already said that Baku was not one of his stronger tracks. Speaking of Mercedes drivers, here's Chan, the first driver to officially start a timed lap after Logan and Cole hit the wall on their outlaps and had to come back in for a wing change. Chan is through the first few corners, activating DRS down the straightaway. DRS going to play a big, big factor tonight, as the DRS down the front straightaway and off of turn 2 both are very, very strong and the best spots to overtake people. Alright, I think I put the party audio thing on. It didn't? Alright. More options. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Okay, it's on now. Oh, I think Chan. Yeah, Chan hit the wall as well. Second driver we've seen hit the wall at the castle section. And this will make this timed lap not matter. And in the wall again is the Mercedes. Mercedes not having a great start to this session. Rowdy is also on the clock, back in the Red Bull where he spent 2 seasons 2 and 3. Drove the Haas for the first couple of races, but now back in the Red Bull outfit. Looks like Rowdy, if he's able to get around cleanly, will be the first one to get a time up on the board. Want to stay full throttle through these 3 sweeping corners. And Rowdy has done just that and will put the first time on the board down this very, very long straightaway, activating DRS, using all the battery, and it'll be a 139.2 for Rowdy in his first lap in his return to Red Bull. Logan now on the clock, as is Cole. Both of them have new front wings. Cole actually has damage to this one on the other side from the side he damaged before. Makes it through the castle section safely. Slurp, Joey, and Banjo all out on track now. Leafy has joined the session. And since I think the party audio works now, I have a guest in the booth for the first time this season. BB and Potato is here.
Yeah, what's good, guys? Commentated the last race. I'm here. Commentated with Normie on this one. It'll be interesting. You know, I'm new to watching the series. I only watched a couple of races, so I have to be updated on a lot of the history of this. But it's going to be interesting. Baku's always interesting here at this track.
Definitely is. Expecting a lot of safety cars tonight.
Cole's been
Cole
struggling
puts
so
it, yeah, on intermediates, but still 147.1. He's third now. Logan clocks in just behind him at a 142 flat, which is almost 3 seconds off of Rowdy's time. Slurp and Joey both in sectors 1 and 2. Slurp, the new championship leader after last week's race in Hungary, where he was able to take the win. His second one of the season after winning Jeddah. And his title defense has gotten off to a good start in the first half of the season. But DeMeo is going to just hang out there and always be a factor. Slurp has experience winning a tight championship battle. He did just that last season against Cole.
pretty good lap here.
And looking like it. Slurp trying to knock Rowdy off of P1. Can he do it? And looks like he's just going to fall a little bit short. 139.8 for the Ferrari. Banjo had a purple sector 1. This will jump on board with Joey real quick. Oh, Joey hits the wall in sector 3. And let's see if that's going to affect his lap. He's out of battery down the straightaway. That's going to cost him a lot of time, and it does. 140.2 for Joey. Joey, 4 poles this season, the most out of anybody by far. Puts it third for now. Cheesy Man has joined us now. He is actually on a lap already.
Oh, man, he hit the wall.
Banjo. Banjo hit the wall. Or was that Cheesy Man hit the wall?
Cheesy hit the wall going into the castle section in the corner before.
Jeez. Another driver into the wall. Banjo also runs out of ERS down the front stretch, and that puts him fourth just behind Joey. We're seeing that's going to be an issue on these qualifying laps. People not having enough ERS to get all the way to the line.
And maybe just not gauging how much they needed for that long straightaway, but it's going to be interesting here, if how much of a factor that plays.
Yeah, definitely is. Cheesy Man looks like he's not going to have that problem, but he did hit the wall, as Potato said. Let's see if he can get a decent time here up on the board. DeMeo and Chan both on laps now. Jump back on board with them in a second. Cheesy looks like he just has enough to get to the line, but it's still a 140.9. Half a second off Banjo in fourth.
I think
Jake, DeMeo, Chan now.
Even with that mistake, I don't think Cheesy could have gotten any higher than fourth, so he'll have to improve on his next lap.
This will not be a flyer for Chan, as he is saving his battery down the straightaway. Looks like he's going to activate it now and go again. DeMeo just behind him. Lost the championship lead last week as he taps the wall there in sector number 2. DeMeo has yet to finish off the podium this season and has 2 wins to match Slurp's.
And I think he had decent pace last week. The problem was just where he started off the first corner. Didn't get a good start, and it's hard to gain that much spots at a track like Hungary.
Yeah, Hungary hard to pass, and the field got strung out as well. So DeMeo, not much he could do. Jake slots in sixth, just above his RB teammate. And DeMeo looks like he's got a shot here at P1. Can he get to the line fast enough? No, he will not. He is fourth for the Alpine 140.323. And that will mean 10 drivers have times on the board. NASCAR Fan and Leafy yet to set them as we have 5 minutes left. This qualifying session going by very fast, I would say.
Yeah, we still have guys not having put up a time yet.
NASCAR Fan now out on track for the first time. As Chan backed out of the first lap and now has gone full speed on this one. Let's see what he can do. Yellow's on Sector 3. There is a Aston Slow on the front straightaway. That's Cheesy Man, I believe. He is now in the pit lane.
Yeah, he's in the pits.
And Rowdy actually
improves
on his time.
Barely, though.
It was a 139, I want to say 3 or 4. And now it's a 139.203. Rowdy was a pole machine back in the day, looking to get back on that tonight as Chan completes his lap at a 141.2. So not many people being able to match the speed of Rowdy. He's 6 tenths out of the field right now.
Got DeMeo coming up here. He only has 13% battery, though.
Yeah, it looks like DeMeo's 6 tenths slower through the first 2 sectors. Not sure if this is going to be the time that he was looking for. Still got time to go back in the pits and give it one more run. Let's see if he goes in here and finishes the lap, and looks like he's going to come in. His Alpine teammate Joey back on track now. Alpine leads the Constructors' Championship. NASCAR Fan has just taken the green for his first flyer. And this might be the only one he gets, as we just have 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Yes, see NASCAR Fan running around here. He's the only one other than Chan that is shown out of the pits, but I don't know. For the case, Chan
Joey's
definitely
on
is
an
running a
outlap
hot
as
lap.
well, and
Oh!
NASCAR Fan in the wall twice, breaks both ends of his wing. Actually, somehow doesn't break the right side. He slammed the wall in the castle section. That's going to be a big trouble spot for people tonight, especially as tires get worn and the laps go on.
He's gonna even get a
And NASCAR Fan hard into the wall again, and that's going to be his session over.
Honestly, I don't think he's gonna get a lap in, but now he definitely won't.
He definitely won't now. And just as that happens, the track getting very, very busy. Cole out, Logan out, Cheesy Man out, Banjo out, Joey and Slurp out as well, and Rowdy looks like he's about to come out.
I mean, Rowdy at this point can just sit and wait. I don't know how much he can improve, but
Yeah.
it'll be a hard challenge for anybody to catch up to him. 6 tenths back to the closest car.
Rowdy's showing that pace. But if there's one person that can knock him off of P1, it's going to be Joey here in the Alpine. Yellow's in Sector 2 for a slow RB car. And let's see what Joey's able to do here through Sector number 1. He needs about a... Oh, and he's on the wall hard. And that's going to be a wing broken for Joey. Still only about a tenth slower than his previous time, but that wing damage is going to affect him through the entire lap, as now the entire grid is back on track except for Leafy.
Yeah,
that does not look like he will get a time in.
That might not be good for him. If these other guys can make a clean lap, they're just right behind him. DeMeo,
yeah, look at the times.
Banjo.
DeMeo, Banjo, 3, 4, and then Cheesy Man 9, so... Slurp now on the clock as well. Banjo following just behind him.
See if Cole can get a
And
clean
with
lap
a minute left.
here
Yep.
too.
Joey pretty much right at the time that he set before. He needed about a second of improvement to get up to pole. Does not look like that's going to happen. Let's see if he can get into the 139s at least here with a good Sector 3, but he runs out of battery again on the straightaway. He did that on his first lap as well, and he will not improve. So Joey will stick in third, but with everybody else about to set times, he could fall way down the order here.
Yeah, mistakes on both of his laps really hurt him. I think he has the pace, it's just putting it together in this qualifying session that hurt him.
Slurp had to back out of his lap. He actually got passed by Banjo, who was just going through the castle section, so Slurp will not improve either. And time has run out, and these will be the last laps for everyone here. Banjo will be the first one to cross the line for the final time, so he jumps the curb, going to Sector 3. Let's see what kind of time he's putting together here so far. 4/10 faster.
Oh, look at Cole up into the podium.
And yeah, Cole
Major improvement.
puts it up into third. 6 seconds of improvement over his intermediate time. So I think Cole will be happy with that. But let's see what everyone else is able to do. Logan retires. He will start 10th. Banjo flying to the line. Slurp chasing him. And Banjo will go half a second faster. Puts him just ahead of Cole into 139s as Slurp crashes hard behind him. And Gaming Jake flying through. Chan retires. He will start 9th. And let's see if Jake is able to improve on a 141.1. It looks like he will by 4/10. Puts him above Cheesy Man into P7. DeMeo here. DeMeo on a great lap. Does he have a shot at pole? No, he misses it by 4/10. But DeMeo flies up into P2, which means he will start ahead of Slurp, his championship rival. And Joey here going again, but looks like he will not improve, and he crashes hard. And that means Rowdy Jacob will be on P1, on pole position for tonight's race. His first pole in 2 seasons, and it's just his third start back.
Yeah, his pace looks class of the field at the moment.
He won pole by almost half a second. So Rowdy DeMeo will be your front row. Slurp just behind his championship rival, who's 2 points behind him going into this race. Banjo 4th, Cole 5th, Joey 6th, Jake 7th, Cheesy Man 8th, Chan, Logan round out your top 10, and then NASCAR Fan and Leafy both did not set times. 12 drivers. How many safety cars do you think we get tonight?
I think we'll get probably. I'll go on the low side and say 2. I think we'll say 2, but I think there'll be a lot more incidents than just that.
2's a good number. I like that. Yeah, it's really going to be a battle of attrition here, I think. It's going to be whoever avoids the lap 1 chaos and whoever is able to keep their car clean throughout the whole race, because these walls can sneak up on you very, very fast and ruin your day. And it looks like it will be dry, which is a relief to everybody. This race would be insane in the wet, I'm sure. So everyone picks their strategies. We will get ready to go to kick off the second half of the season in Baku. All right, here we go. Rowdy and DeMeo going to lead them away. 5 lights are on. They're out and away we go. Rowdy gets a decent start, but DeMeo able to pull alongside here. He's going to have the inside line into turn 1. Rowdy trying to defend around the outside. DeMeo will be there with a great exit off the corner. Side by side for the lead going into turn 2. Slurp following them through. DeMeo has the inside once again. There's a little bit of contact, and Slurp with a big run. Does he make it 3 wide? He does! 3 wide for the lead on lap number 1. Here comes Slurp to the inside. Still 3 wide. Well, they sorted out. DeMeo backs off, and now it's Slurp versus Rowdy for the lead. Slurp trying to go third to first in a few corners. Now Rowdy has the inside for this line. A great battle for the lead on the opening lap, and Rowdy runs Slurp wide, and he will take the lead away. Now side by side between DeMeo and Slurp, the 2 title rivals. DeMeo able to cut the corner off and
Oh!
slips in the wall. DeMeo and Slurp are both in the wall. Jake's out of the race and there's a big crash. A humongous pileup. And both the Alpines are 10th and 11th after, oh my goodness, and a virtual safety car is out. Catastrophic for the Alpines.
I cannot believe.
And Slurp
More than
somehow gets away in 5th. Wow. And Cole is 2nd. Opie Cheesyman started 9th. He's 3rd. Chan is up to 4th after starting 10th. What in the world? What a wild opening lap.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a pile up on that outside lane, and whoever went to the right and got past it the best was going to get the most spots.
Yeah, unbelievable start. That's the biggest crash I think we've ever seen
I thought it was a great
in Formula Costco.
It was a great qualifying by Gaming Jake, and gets undone due to out of his own control, I think. That was just right in
Yeah,
front
I
of him,
mean, what happened was DeMeo hopped the curb and got hooked on Slurp, and they both went into the wall, and everyone behind them had to take as much avoiding action as they could. Now we're going to go through and see who has damage, who doesn't. Rowdy is clean. Cole looks like he is clean. Cheesy Man looks clean. As DRS is enabled, we're back racing again. Rowdy leads Cole, Cheesy Man, Chan, and Slurp away. Slurp does have some damage. His left end plate is gone as Joey is into the pits.
Joey only one went down pit road. He'll replace a wing.
Looking for who else has damage as Slurp makes a move on Cheesy Man for 3rd. Side by side still. This is exactly where Slurp got into the wall last time. And able to get through cleanly this time. Slurp back up to P3, and that is huge because his title rival DeMeo now down in 10th, and he does have damage.
Here we go.
A wild start to this one. Sees the grid flip upside down.
DeMeo's I mean, I would think he would have more damage.
Some pace. Yeah, really.
Passing.
He somehow only got away with
right now.
minor damage. As he passes Leafy for 9th. And begins a very long recovery drive. As Rowdy leads Cole, who he has broken DRS from. Rowdy going to complete lap 2, the first lap we've completed under green tonight. And he sets the fastest lap on the hard tires with a 1:43.79 as behind them some scrapping going on. That's NASCAR fan and DeMeo going side by side. DeMeo makes the move with the DRS into turn number 1 on the inside. And off of turn 1 into turn 2, he will clear the Aston for 8th. DeMeo not wasting any time making moves. Trying to get back up to where he was before.
But as he gets up here, it'll be a lot tougher to get past these cars. We saw the same thing last week. Can he make a better recovery than he did then? Try to get back into the podium. But it'll be a rough.
Luckily for him, I'd say Baku has a lot more passing opportunities than Hungary does. Cole's still just outside of Rowdy's DRS range as they both go through the castle section safely. Slurp closely followed by Cheesy Man. Cheesy Man on the soft tires. What do you think about that?
Interesting strategy. I mean, probably an earlier pit stop, but he's going to past Chan and Banjo had a battle there for a second. For 5th.
Yeah, Banjo up to 5th. Banjo probably the most confident driver coming into tonight's race. Thought this was a good chance for him to get back on the top step for the first time since his Abu Dhabi win in season number 3.
I'll tell you though, he's going to have a really tough competition, not even including DeMeo, who's going to be running through the field. That podium 3 drivers are pretty fast around here at Spin Play.
Yep, speaking of fast, Cole takes the fastest lap. As he now, locks it up and somehow avoids the wall. A big lockup into turn 1 for the Mercedes. Just as he got into DRS, he now loses 8 tenths and now is now 1.6 back.
Look, he has that cushion though.
He does. 2-second gap to Slurp, who has Cheesy Men for company on the soft tires.
Chan to the
And
inside on
Chan
Banjo.
takes fifth back away. And looking at the tires here, see anything you notice besides Cheesy Man on those softs?
Well, we saw Joey go for an early pit stop off of the wing damage. So I don't think that'll create anything interesting, but I think it'll just, other than that, it's a normal pit strategy from the rest of the guys. I think it'll just different strategies. We'll see. Oh,
Yellow
awesome
sector
something.
2, and there's a
Safety
safety car
car.
out. Is that Cole lost second? Cole has his wing completely gone, and there's a safety car for debris from the Mercedes. And I believe he hit the wall in the castle section again,
Yeah, I would
and
think.
he's going to hit the wall again. So Cole going to have to limp it back and come down pit road.
That's what I was talking
For a
about.
new
The
front
podium being
wing.
really fast. It's going to change here.
Yes, it will. And Cheesy Man on the soft tires. After he gets this track position, does he see this as an opportunity to pit? And Slurp gets a drive-through for speeding. Oh, detrimental. My goodness.
That doesn't. I mean, that's interesting because he's got a guy behind him who's going slow. I don't know how that ends up happening.
And I imagine some people will see this as an opportunity to pit. Slurp does come down. Looks like he's going to serve his drive-through. Cole comes in. Cheesy Man comes in. We expected both of those. Banjo in. Logan stays out. DeMayo will come in. NASCAR fan comes in, and this is the break that Joey needed desperately. He is now going to rejoin the field, and we'll see if he comes in or not, but either way, he's going to be up with everybody else. So Rowdy, Chan, Logan, Leafy stayed out, and Cheesy Man actually gets by Slurp on pit road.
And he went on to
because of
hards
the-
here. So
He did.
that's interesting.
Cheesy Man finds himself in a spot where he is the leader on possibly the winning strategy.
Cole going to softs as well as NASCAR fan.
And Joey did come back in for hards. So if you're Rowdy and Logan on the hards, you stay out here. What is your strategy?
I mean, just try to run it as long as you can, but I don't know. I really would have pit there. I don't know. I mean, position wise,
Yeah.
obviously you're gonna gain some, but I just don't know how that's gonna play out compared to the rest of the field. Especially
I just feel
for
like those guys on
Cam and Leafy.
the new tires are going to eat them up. Especially Cole on those softs. He's going to be flying.
Yeah. But
But-
we'll see if Rowdy can make up for his pace. But, I mean, considering how much he was hounded on the first lap on equal tires, I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be even tougher here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense if you're on the hard staying out. I think Baku eats up tires. I'm not sure even these guys on the hards will be able to make it to the end. Because there's still 21 laps to go. Cole on the softs, NASCAR fan on the softs, they definitely can't make it. Obviously, the guys that stayed out have to come in. So a lot of strategy still to be played out.
And only lap 5, but this is a really good spot for Cheesy, I think. 5th place,
Yeah, I was...
first car off pit road. He cannot let Slurp pass him in the first couple of corners.
But you have to think, too, that Cole's going to be trying to take advantage of those softs, because
Yeah.
NASCAR fan, the other driver on the softs, has come back in, and looks like he's going to put on hards as well. So NASCAR fan already at the back, using this opportunity to get that required tire change done.
So he's been on a couple of sets now. I wonder what he's thinking
He actually
here.
put the hards back on that he started the race on.
Oh yeah, he did. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about that, but he rejoins 11th last of the runners. Joey gets promoted to 10th.
Maybe he's trying to warm up the tires for later. Can you do that in this? I don't know. The tire
I mean,
squeeze is
that's a
on.
possible thing, especially if we get a short run. I don't know how much it would matter, but... And Slurp actually did not get a chance to serve his penalty. Surprised he didn't come back down and serve it now. I think now would be the best time, but maybe you can't serve it under safety car. I'm not entirely sure. But Slurp will have to come back in as well just to do the drive-through. And who knows if he can make it on those tires. So both of our title rivals having rough starts to this race. DeMeo had the lap 1 incident with Slurp and dropped all the way back. Slurp started second, got dropped to 5th by that incident, and then got the drive-through under safety car. So both guys having... Holy shit. Kirk Cousins got benched?
Oh, what?
That's completely unrelated to this, but Kirk Cousins just got benched for Michael Penix.
Penix.
What? Yeah. Wow.
Safety car in this lap.
Safety car is in this lap.
Oh, what? Rowdy's on him back a bit.
And Rowdy will lead Chan, Logan, and Leafy away. And Rowdy patiently awaits his time to hit the gas, see how good of a jump he can get. He has dominated this race so far, led every lap. Still not going fully gas, and there he goes. He gets a pretty solid start over Chan, Logan, and Leafy. Let's see how fast Cheesy Man and Slurp are able to make moves. Cheesy Man actually is already under pressure from Slurp. Slurp to the outside going into turn 1. Still side by side. There might be some contact. Hard to see overall the cars. Cheesy Man able to hold him off, and now he goes to the inside of Leafy. A little bit of contact there between the Aston and the Sauber. Rowdy already away by 6/10. Yeah, he still is. Logan looking for a move on Chan as now Cheesy Man tries to get by Leafy one more time. Well, not able to do it. And oh, there's a car around at the back. That's Banjo.
Yeah, wing came off somebody.
Yeah, that's Banjo's. Actually, no, that's not Banjo's wing. That's NASCAR fan's wing. Contact between the Aston and the Williams pushes Banjo back to 11th, and Cheesy Man has actually gotten by Leafy, and everyone has gotten by Leafy now, as Cole actually got by Slurp in the process as well. Cole making moves on those softs, but he actually made contact with Cheesy going into the castle section there. And that dropped him over a second behind him already.
Yeah, I mean, that was just...
Cheesy Man up to 4th.
Right to put his nose in where there wasn't really anything there.
As another safety car's out. Or is that a
Leafy?
glitch? I'm not
Leafy
sure.
lost the front wing. Both sides.
Yeah, Leafy is slow. And is there a safety car? Yes, there is. Another safety car. Didn't even get a full lap of racing in. And Leafy's debris will bring out another one. And is that Joey slow as well? No, Joey is going. NASCAR fan was slow. Leafy's wing is completely gone.
Banjo also slow. I think he's giving up spots.
Yeah. And now Chan will come in. So all those guys, Cheesy Man is back in, actually.
Oh.
Interesting. Rowdy, Logan stay out one more time. Chan, Cheesy, Joey all come in. Banjo stays out as well. Leafy is in, obviously, for a new front wing.
I don't like that call by Cheesy, because now he's behind DeMeo. That was his main competition, was the next car back on hards was DeMeo. 2 spots behind him, now he's going to lose all of that.
He's going to go on to mediums. 18 to go. Can you make it from here? Leafy with a new front wing on the Sauber. I don't know. Slurp, Cole both stayed out. And Rowdy and Logan got to make a pit stop. I mean, if he thinks those hards can't make it, then perhaps these mediums can make it with 18 to go. But either way, it's going to be close.
But now he has no cushion to the next guy in his strategy. It'll be him and Joey on that medium strategy, and the rest of the field are either on softs or hards. But I don't even think... I think NASCAR fan strategy has gone completely out the window. Whatever tire he has. Oh!
Cheesy Man just crashed in the castle section.
Oh, no!
He's out of the race. Oh my goodness, under safety car.
Oh,
And,
disaster.
oh man. Absolute disaster, yeah.
Had such a good strategy going.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Wow. From being the leader on that, possibly the winning strategy, to now out of the race. After crashing under safety car. Oh my goodness.
And
Heartbreaker for Cheesy Man.
the wait will continue in a race where probably the 3 fastest cars, 2 of them had big issues, and one of them is on a different strategy. Had a chance at maybe looking at a podium if the strategy turned out, and he'll have to wait another week.
Man, have to feel for him.
So, Chan, NASCAR fan, back down pit road. Again, this is like the 4th time NASCAR fans been down, I think.
Yeah.
Back
We'll
onto
go
his
another
6
lap
lap
under
old
safety
hearts.
car. Yeah, back to those hards again. Chan actually came back down, and so did Leafy.
Oh, and Chan just DNF.
What in the world is happening?
I
Was
can't
that
even
a crash
see where
or
it
was
was.
that? Yeah, no, he's in turn 1. He's in turn 1. And
Wow.
another DNF.
How did that happen? I mean, we've lost
don't
more
know.
cars during the safety car than because
Jake
of a
actually
safety car.
sent a clip of the lap 1 crash to the chat. Looking at it now, yeah, oh man, oh. That was a huge crash. And yeah, DeMeo did hop the curb, get into Slurp. They both hit the wall. Jake tagged DeMeo in the back. And then he got hit from behind by Banjo, and the entire field just about was involved there. And yeah, Joey actually says in the chat that he got rear wing damage from that incident as well, which obviously cannot be fixed during a race, so he'll be dealing with that the entire rest of the time. Cole sent a clip of the lap 1 incident from his POV. Watch that and give you guys what I think here. And DeMeo hops the curb. Cole just scoots by like Lewis Hamilton in real life at the 2023 Silverstone race.
And I believe that's the same thing. We didn't have the angle of that, but the same thing happened to Cheesy. Him just going on the right, passing him. Just got lucky to get on the right side to get past that.
And I believe we'll have a 3-man booth as Chan is actually asking to join us now. Is the safety car in this lap? I think it should be. Yes, it is.
Everyone, I won't lie to you. I died watching a LeBron and Jordan AI reel. I will not lie. I was on pit road.
God.
I was watching it, and I look up, and I'm dead. So I'm here to save the day
Wow.
and commentate.
Well, Chan, welcome to the booth. I said Wan. Chan, welcome to the booth. We're about to get back going as Rowdy has not gone yet, and he waits way too long and actually gets passed by Logan. And there was some contact between. Oh, there's yellows and NASCAR fans around. Oh man, it's been a rough day to be an Aston Martin fan. Side by side for second, Cole making moves. Cole up to second on the soft tires. Cole with a big run. Does he make the move? He's gonna. No, not quite there.
Cole is there.
Cole is moving.
He's got the tires. He's got the driver.
He's there though.
Rowdy being under pressure for the first time all day.
Here comes Cole.
I'm kind of mad. This was very fun for no reason.
Oh, Rowdy almost into the wall. See if he's able to make it through the Castle section cleanly. He does. Logan's still holding on to third. DeMeo back up to fourth. DeMeo got by Slurp on the start, actually. Slurp has struggled to get going on these last 2 restarts.
He does have a drive-through. Don't forget, he does have a drive-through.
Yes, he does. DeMeo up to 4th, Slurp 5th, Banjo 6th, Joey 7th.
Oh, still.
Leafy 8th, NASCAR fan 9th. Yep.
Cole's
and DRS will be activated now, but Cole got a big run on the exit. Where's he going to go? decides to lift and not make the move.
Yeah, there was not. That was going to be a rough spot to do that. I think you got to wait
Yeah,
until the
probably
second
smart.
part.
With the battery, here he comes. He lifts off again, and Rowdy pulls away, and we will get DRS activated now. Joey gets by Banjo, and there's a lot of battling at the back.
Slurp
Joey
taking
makes
his
2
pass
passes. He does, yes. Joey
Slurp finally making his pass through.
gets by DeMeo for 4th, and now Slurp will do his drive-through, goes 80 kilometers per hour down pit road.
Logan watching the battle for the lead as here comes Cole. He's trying to get something.
DRS for the Mercedes. But
Considering
Rowdy
how
able
much
to hold a 7/10 gap there.
he was very aggressive in the first part of the lap, and then in the second part where you have those passing zones, he kind of backed off a couple times. See what he'll gear up for this lap. He's losing.
Yeah, Rowdy pulling away.
Rowdy's finally getting
Perhaps those
tires
softs
tested
starting
again.
to wear. Remember, Baku does eat up tires very fast, and Cole is on those softs. Even though there were a couple laps on the
And
safety car, they have to be
Redneck is
wearing out
getting
pretty soon.
pressured Logan, right?
Yes, Logan.
Logan's
Joey
getting
on
pressured
the
big
bumper
time by
of
Joey
Logan.
right now.
Here comes Joey. Walking aggressively, but
Looking
here
for a
comes
way
Joey.
around.
Oh man, what a defense! That was very aggressive.
Joey, big dive to the inside, and he will take the 3rd spot
the
away. Logan with the
crossover.
crossover.
No good.
Not gonna work. Yeah, he's just gonna be pressured by a couple of guys on those 10-lap-old hards.
And remember, with the strategy, Rowdy still has to come in. Cole does as well. Joey, on those mediums that with just 3 laps on him, perhaps he's in the best position here. As Rowdy takes fastest lap with a 142.8 on the 11-lap-old tires.
Well, I think it was interesting. Cole went for that soft tires. I think maybe he wanted to get the lead and then have another safety car come out, because he's easily going to have to pit when there's guys here that might try to go all the way.
All Joey has to do is just maintain position, and he is in the catbird seat for a win today.
DeMeo looking to get past Logan at the moment.
DeMeo and Banjo need to get past Logan really quickly if they want to go catch Joey, because he is going to drive away from Logan.
I really think the only people that can make it to the end are Joey and Leafy. Perhaps those guys on those hards that have 7 laps on them. Oh, Logan.
Yeah, I think
somehow
maybe
didn't hit the wall at the castle section.
But I mean, it depends on what DeMeo and Banjo. If they're pushing their cars trying to get past Logan, is it really going to help them? Because Slurp has the benefit of he's so far behind, he can just manage his
I mean,
tires.
Logan's definitely holding him up here. I think DeMeo with the DRS will be able to get by him on the front stretch. But we talked about those softs wearing out for Cole. He is now 2.5 seconds behind Rowdy, who is just putting on a clinic.
And there's a pretty clear fall off. He was gaining and gaining on Rowdy, got to I think about 0.3 or so, and then it just
And now
fell
Joey will probably pass it for a second here. Huge run for the Alpine, and Joey will fly by Cole to move up to 2nd place. Joey, and Joey half spins and somehow keeps it going the right direction. What an incredible save. That looked like potentially race ending right there. But
Amazing
somehow
driving
he
from
keeps-
Joey. As he
Oh
gets
my
past
goodness,
the
what
somebody
a
lost
line.
their
save. And here comes Cole.
Somebody lost part of their wing off.
I
that
was going
corner.
to say he kept it going straight and stayed in front of Cole, but Cole takes 2nd place back away. As now Banjo and DeMeo are going at it for 4th. Banjo looking for the move. As DeMeo finally got by Logan there as we were watching that Cole and Joey battle.
Yeah, Banjo went right past him as DeMeo was going past. Followed in
We are
line.
halfway here in Baku.
Somebody has wing damage. I saw a piece of the wing come off. I can't tell who it was.
It could be Logan. He is falling off. Actually, Cole in the wall! He's dead!
Oh, Cole's out of the race!
Oh!
And that's the castle section!
Right.
And
right at the
another
front part.
safety car. That's number 3. Unbelievable.
We saw Cheesy crash at the second part of that castle section. Now, right at the entry, Cole crashes into there.
And I mean, we saw Cole struggling with the castle section of qualifying. It bites him in the race, and he is out.
You were right. It is definitely a race of attrition.
Yep, and
Two-thirds of
now
the
you
field
got to
are dead.
think that safety car came at the absolute perfect time for Rowdy. Absolute perfect time.
And really, I mean, Cole would have been wanting a safety car, but not for him at this point, and he's going to be out.
And Rowdy will come in. Let's see. I'm interested to see what Joey does here. He stays. No, he's coming in. Joey's in. DeMeo will come in. Banjo in. Logan in. Logan was yet to pit at all this race. Leafy stays out and will take the lead away.
You're right. Yeah, he's going to try to go to the end. I'll see if Logan does pit for a wing. No, I don't know who lost a wing there. Maybe
And
it wasn't
NASCAR
enough.
fan actually stayed out as well.
On 11 lap
Joey put on used mediums there. I think those are the ones he started the race on, possibly. Everyone else has fresh mediums. Except for Leafy, who is going to lead his first laps of the season. With Rowdy close behind. And, oh, there's a crash! Logan just wrecked under safety car as well. I don't think he has damage, but that's going to cost him 4 spots there. Wow, and we're just like that. We just passed halfway. We have 8 cars running, 4 out. Man, what a crazy race this has been. I knew it was going to be crazy, but...
Well, I mean, it's all been a lot of unforced errors that have caused these. Under safety car, guys just getting into it by themselves.
And
with
Cole
is leading the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. DUI Microbe is leading right now.
DUI. With Cole crashing, that means both Mercedes out of the race today. Cheesy Man out, and NASCAR fan has crashed more than a couple of times, but he's in third right now, so...
Yeah, he couldn't afford a 5th pit stop, I believe. I think he's given up at this point. He's just going to do whatever happens.
And hopefully we'll go green this time.
No.
It'll be a Sauber leading for the first time this season. Rowdy the Red Bull has led every lap except for this one. NASCAR fan has pitted 4 times and is in third. Joey looks like he had the rough start to the race, but now has a chance at it. We're not going green for some reason. I'm not sure why. Everyone was together.
Well, Leafy, Slurp had caught up to him right at that entry into the fast section, so I guess it was just after.
So we'll go one more.
Oh yeah, Joey does have rear wing damage.
I saw that.
Yeah, we mentioned that, but I think it'll be. I think at this point, unless natural race pace, he's going to be the second slowest with that damage because you've got obviously. I think NASCAR fan's going to be the slowest guy in the field, and he's starting third, which is bad here. Not really to his own doing, but because of the tires he's on, he's probably going to be fish out of water here.
And now we're going to reset after safety car number 3. We get a VSC on lap 1 and 3 full course ones so far. And we haven't even really gotten to the intense points of the race yet. And we talked about the championship battle. How Cole needed to have some great races to catch up to the gap that DeMeo and Slurp had built over him. That will not be the case tonight. He will lose even more points. After it looked like he was in a pretty good spot. especially since DeMeo and Slurp had a number of issues. But now DeMeo finds himself in 5th with Slurp in 8th, a position I don't think he could have predicted after the lap 1 incident.
Something that I can't
And
believe
him
we're
being
going to
down in
say.
9th.
Leafy's going to lead the field back to green with 10 laps or 11 laps to go.
11 to go. Yep, restarting with 11 laps to go. Leafy leading his, I think, first ever laps
Somebody
in
just lose a
Formula Costco.
wing? I just see things.
I'm not sure.
Something went flying, I guess, when I looked up. I don't know.
On board with Leafy, who hits the gas and got a pretty decent start, but Rowdy using a lot of battery. Looks like he's going to make the move into turn 1. And Rowdy not wasting any time on those fresh mediums. Ooh, contact! Will Rowdy be able to clear him through turn 2? Leafy in the wall! He overshoots the corner in a big way! He actually didn't hit the wall because there's a runoff area over there, but Leafy...
in one piece. Oh, and then he just
Oh
backed
my
into the wall.
goodness. And Leafy goes from leading to 8th just
Somehow,
like that.
NASCAR fans in 2nd, pressuring the leader.
4 pit stops later, NASCAR fan pressuring Rowdy for the lead.
He did get into the wall. He did graze the wall a little bit.
And now NASCAR fan coming under pressure from the 2
spot to
Alpines. And oh, DeMeo! Did he hit the wall? That's Joey, actually. Joey hit the wall. That has been a trouble spot for the Alpines today.
That was a rough spot trying to, they were trying to pressure NASCAR fan. Right in that spot we saw an instant lap 1.
And now DeMeo up to 3rd, Banjo up to 4th.
DeMeo's got to get past
Rowdy
NASCAR fan here.
Pulling away quickly from NASCAR fan. Yeah, DeMeo does have to get past him quickly if he wants any shot. Rowdy was at a strategy disadvantage, but that safety car saved him. And now it'll just be pace versus pace between him and DeMeo as DeMeo gets the run on NASCAR fan. And with some battery, NASCAR fan blocks DeMeo. DeMeo pushing him, and now activating more battery will go to the outside.
For the runner-up spot here in Baku.
DRS enabled, DeMeo clears it for 2nd. Slurp is flying. He takes 5th away from Joey and now makes it a 2 for 1. Move him up to 4th as he gets by Banjo as well.
What a move by Slurp. Woohoo!
That could be a podium
Slurp from 8th to 4th in 1 lap as Leafy pits. Slurp trying to close that gap to DeMeo.
Logan knows he has a top 7 no matter what. Even more if there's another wreck. He's just trying to back off right now.
Battle of attrition. As we mentioned before, Slurp now looking for a way around NASCAR fan who's on those very old hard tires.
With less than 10 laps to go.
And oh, there's a car. Was that Banjo going wide? Banjo did go wide. And there's contact between him and Joey. Joey's in the wall again.
Joey lost a wing. He lost a
and
wing.
there's yellows out for that debris. No, actually, Leafy has crashed again.
Oh, wow. That was an
Leafy
interesting move.
goes around again in Sector 1 as Logan gets by Joey. I didn't see what happened there.
So I don't know if it was Logan or
There's too much
Banjo that
action.
threw it on the inside ahead of Joey there.
Slurp looking for a way around NASCAR fan as DeMeo tries to close to Rowdy, but it's a 2.6 second gap that's going to be really hard to make up. Rowdy
right here.
has been the class of the field. Here comes Slurp looking for 3rd.
Big run out the corner.
To the inside, he will go. NASCAR fan gives him the room. And Slurp activating battery will get the DRS and will move up to 3rd. And Rowdy, new fastest lap. As he increases his gap to DeMeo.
Here comes Logan with a huge run.
Logan by Banjo on the inside. Banjo going to fight him. And defends the RB successfully. Joey looking for a way back around Logan after losing that spot a lap ago.
Logan was hanging back in 7th, or really 8th
Here he comes again.
to start this, and now up into the top 5.
And flies by Banjo that time. Logan up to 5th.
And depending on how that strategy works for NASCAR fan YT, he's just 1 spot away from a podium, which is incredible to say, considering he's also one of the guys that had a rough race, really, but up in a good spot.
Rowdy, DeMeo, Slurp your top three. If the race ended like this, DeMeo would retake the championship lead by 1 point over Slurp. After Slurp gained it for the first time last week.
I wouldn't count
DeMeo
out
would head
Slurp
into
getting
the
past DeMeo,
2 week
though.
break
Slurp is
with the championship
moving
lead.
right now. Because he's within
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah, he's flying.
Slurp is closing.
I mean, really, this is going to be the
DeMeo-
spot. I don't
That
think
weight can
just
never
they can
weigh
gain
him
right?
down.
DeMeo just... He's hanging about even with Rowdy, but not gaining anything, which
He's
he
gonna
needs
have
to be.
DRS right
Perhaps
here.
if Slurp's able to catch him, perhaps they could use the DRS and
Slurp
work
might
together
be
to catch
the fastest
Rowdy.
car on the track right now.
Yeah, but he has 2% battery. DeMeo has 75.
I don't think anybody's going to be faster than Rowdy. I think DeMeo's just going to have to focus his race.
I mean,
not
DeMeo
looking
does
at
have the battery advantage here. And
Slurp
Slurp
the
takes
fastest
fast
lap.
lap.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I'll give you that. He does put
Rowdy
up the
only has
fastest lap.
15% battery. DeMeo saving with 80%. I think if he and Slurp work together, they can make a run at Rowdy here
Oh,
with the
Slurp gets into the
DRS.
wall. He glazed the wall. But he has DRS. He is coming.
DeMeo now falls 3 seconds back of Rowdy. As Banjo
Logan
gets
loses
back
his
around
spot to
Logan for
Banjo, yep.
5th. Joey with that rear wing damage just trying to hold on. And if NASCAR fan's able to somehow get these cars to the end, it's looking like he could finish 4th if he's able to hold off Banjo.
Slurp got to the capsule section really good, but so did DeMeo.
DeMeo continuing to fall farther and farther back of Rowdy.
Slurp has gained some battery this time around.
Yep, Slurp
It's within
was
range.
able to harvest that entire first part of the
He was
lap,
able
and
to
now
harvest, and he was able to catch at the same time. That is huge for him in the long run.
a potential 6-point swing in the championship fight hangs in the balance between Slurp and DeMeo here. As Slurp with the DRS will use battery to close to 6/10. DRS activator Rowdy, another fast
flying
lap.
around the track
He is
right
just
now.
on rails as Slurp closes to within 0.4 of DeMeo
That
into
helped
turn
for
1.
second. As Logan
Joey
Joey
passed
back
Logan
to
for
sixth.
6th.
Logan for 6th. Yep.
Another bite of DRS for Slurp here. Catching. Not going to be quite enough, but he is well within striking distance now.
But he can't do what we saw with Cole earlier, trailing behind a guy and just having a mistake and losing time. You just got to stay equal with him to the end part of the course, and he can just pass him there. Doesn't need to make a pass urgently, because I don't believe a run for
DeMeo
first
is still
easily
harvesting.
the faster car right now.
And if these two are able to work together, perhaps they can make a run, but
Slurp is
4
the wall.
seconds is going to be a lot to make up. Banjo closing on NASCAR fan. He's within a second and a
I'll
half
give
now.
NASCAR fan some credit, though. He's run an incredible drive considering what he's gone through in this race. I cannot believe he's in 4th right now. He's wrecked about 5 times.
Yeah, same here.
Slurp's gonna have the DRS right here. But DeMeo does have more battery. Will DeMeo be able to hold him off right here? No, there's no way. To the inside. Here comes Slurp for the runner-up spot.
He'll get him.
DeMeo battles back. He's still there. Slurp clears him.
Slurp up to 2nd. As
Joey up to 5th.
rear wing damage and all, is back up
He's
into the top 5.
Somehow eked out some speed out of this car.
Here comes DeMeo. He has a huge run on Slurp.
And back
And
up to 2nd he will
easily
go.
clears him
This
back.
is the DRS helping each other we were talking about, but do they have enough time to get back all the way up to Rowdy, who's 4 seconds
I don't
ahead?
even know if they're thinking that at this point. They just might they might have just completely forgotten about
Yeah,
Rowdy
either
this point,
way,
battling for second.
This is a huge battle because, like I said, it's a 6-point swing in the championship. Either Slurp finishes second and increases the title fight or the title lead to 5 points, or DeMeo takes second and he takes the lead by 1.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody has a hope for fastest lap other than Rowdy in this one. So we did see a
Unless we get a
surprise
late safety
fastest
car,
lap
someone
last
throws
race.
on softs. But that obviously could still happen with how much trouble the castle section has caused and how much chaos has gone on in this race. DeMeo has dropped farther back, so it looks like it's just going to be a battle for a second between DeMeo and Slurp. Rowdy has this in the bag if there is no safety car.
I mean, they have been battling for 5th, 6th, and 7th the past ever since this restart. And
Some great battles going on.
seems like every time somebody might be able to get away, whether it's Joey or Banjo, they just make a mistake and the other two catch back up.
Logan with a run on Banjo. Banjo will have DRS off of Joey here. He activates it as we look from the overhead shot. Logan actually has
Logan
the
runs
run
out
on
of battery. Yep.
Banjo, and out of battery. Will not be able to make the move. 5 to go in Baku. Joey's led every lap but 2. Not Joey, Rowdy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
And
Leafy also
he has
led
returned to that
the
form
safety
we
cars,
saw from him a couple of seasons ago when he was full-time here in Formula Costco. Took pole earlier today and has just been the class of the field. If he's able to close this out, it would be the most dominant performance we've seen this season. For sure. As the gap increases to 6.2 seconds as Slurp puts pressure on DeMeo again. They both have about equal battery.
Banjo
As
to the
Banjo
inside on
once again.
Joey for 5th. Oh, and Joey
Banjo's in the
wall.
just Joey in the wall. Not the first time we've said that today. Keeps it going. Stays ahead of Logan for 6th. Now here comes Slurp. Slurp with a big run. DeMeo will concede the outside as Slurp uses all of his battery to push past the Alpine for 2nd place. But now DeMeo activates battery of his own. A big dive to the inside. He takes it back away.
How do you pull that off?
What a battle
Right
we
back
have
to
here between the two
inside.
rivals.
I think he used some battery. to
Yellow's
do it.
on Banjo. Banjo's out of the race.
Banjo.
Banjo's DNF. There is a safety car with 4 laps to go.
Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. And Rowdy says, you have got to be kidding me.
It was those same 3 drivers still battling there, I believe.
Oh, man. Banjo, where did he crash? I'm trying to see.
It was on the front straightaway. I mean, I believe.
Wow.
It was an interesting spot. He would have had to have contact with another car. He went on the
I have
outside
to
wall.
see what he said happened.
I would guess with Logan, but we'll see.
Josh says Banjo did the gaming, Jake. I'm not sure what that means. But either way, it will result in Banjo being out of the race.
Joey said he's sorry, so maybe this is... Joey got into him here, because he said, I'm sorry, Banjo, so maybe he got into him. I don't know.
Leafy will pit. I imagine all the other drivers will do the same. And
It's a
have to
break
give
for
a
Leafy.
huge shout out to NASCAR fan. 20 laps on those hard tires.
But what?
And
I
he
mean,
was able to
he
hold
has
pace
nothing
in
left,
4th
though.
that entire time. And now, remember when he warmed up those soft tires earlier in the race, they're going to come in handy now. As I'm sure we'll see everyone come down. Oh. Josh says it means late safety car. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Rowdy's in. DeMeo, I'm sure, will follow. He does. Here comes Slurp in as well. Did NASCAR fan just get a penalty?
Yeah,
I think he did. I think NASCAR fan just got a drive-through. Oh, man.
man, talk
And
about.
he's staying out. NASCAR fan is staying out on 20-lap old hard tires.
I
But
think
I
he
don't
might
know.
have
Nope,
just.
he's not going to have the lead.
Oh, he's
Nope,
gonna.
he's stopping to let everyone by. Softs for Rowdy, softs for DeMeo, softs for Slurp, softs for Leafy, Logan, softs for him as well, and Joey, softs for him. And now it'll just be...
Oh, we got
I
a
don't know
clip.
if we'll... we might only get one lap of racing because Leafy is well behind these guys.
Oh, we got hooked into the inside wall. So the clip
Oh, man.
from Banjo got hooked. I can't. Who is that behind him?
Joey says I went to push him and killed him. Let's see. Joey
Yeah,
tried to push
pushed him
him.
and hooked him.
And, oh, man, a hard crash for Banjo.
That was. I mean, I don't know about that from Joey though. I mean, it's late in the straightaway to have a push going on. And the entire field on brand new softs and NASCAR fans on 21 lap old hard tires. I don't know if he'll. I don't know what he's gonna do here.
All right, let's see if we're able to get 2 laps of racing in. But Leafy's still a ways back. If they wait on him, it's going to be definitely only 1 lap, but we've seen it before. I think we should get the green here with 2 laps to go. This safety car is already pulling. Yep, here we go. All right, we're going to get 2 laps of racing in. To decide it in Baku, Rowdy, the dominant driver of the day, is going to have to hold off the 2 title leaders, DeMeo and Slurp, and Logan, who is looking for his first career win. Joey, with the rear wing damage, has still looked feisty this entire race. Can he make some magic happen? NASCAR fan stayed on the 21-lap old hard tires, but still has that drive-through, so it looks like he'll probably finish 7th no matter what happens here. But
Leafy pitted a lap off schedule under the safety car, so he's not going to be a factor in this.
yes, indeed. Rowdy looking for a start. He got a great jump. He went very early and gapped DeMeo by 4/10, but DeMeo closes back in with the battery. We cross the line, and it is officially 2 laps to go. Slurp having to hold off Logan, who's going around the outside. There's contact between Slurp and Logan.
Oh, Logan into the wall.
And
Loses
Logan
part of
hits
his
the
right wing.
wall. Rowdy already 6/10 ahead of DeMeo,
See? For what?
who was trying to pressure him, and
Never
they're
mind.
side by
That's a
side
question.
for 4th as Joey goes by Logan and looks for a move on Slurp as well. As Joey there. Not quite. He does clear Logan for 4th, though. That battling allowed the top 2 to pull away. It could just be between DeMeo and Rowdy here, unless Slurp was able to catch them. Not over yet, though. DeMeo will have DRS the next time by.
DeMeo has more
but he has
battery
to
at the
stay.
moment.
Yeah, he has to stay close enough for it to matter. Coming through the castle section for the second to last time. This is where mistakes could be made. Rowdy defends and does not hit the wall. Slurp is dropping even farther back. He's now 2 seconds behind DeMeo. It is just between Rowdy and DeMeo. DeMeo to decide it here in Baku. Can DeMeo get his 3rd win of the season, or will Rowdy get his first since Season 3 in a dominant drive for the Red Bull? DeMeo hopping the curb. He's 9/10 back. But he has just about the same battery, actually, as Rowdy. He is using it. He is close to 7/10. They're both using battery. Rowdy's still with about 36. DeMeo has closed to half a second. We're coming to the white in Baku. DeMeo half a second back in a position to potentially challenge. He will have the DRS off of turn number 2.
Down to
That's going to be his best
10%.
shot at it. But just 10%.
Fastest
DeMeo
lap.
takes fastest lap, which will be crucial for his title fight either way. White flag is out one more time around, and here comes DeMeo's best shot. Rowdy has 30% battery, DeMeo about 20, but DeMeo has that crucial DRS. He is 4/10 back. Can he do it? They're both using battery. They're about both out. DeMeo is not able to close at all, and it's still 4/10. Rowdy defends beautifully through that DRS zone. And now, unless he makes a mistake, it looks like it could be his win to take. As we come through Sector 2 for the last time, Rowdy wide almost into the wall, but he gains on DeMeo, who drops the 7 cents back. No real bad is going on behind these guys. The Slurp has gapped Joey for third. Through the castle section cleanly. Rowdy's still 6 cents ahead. DeMeo trying to close with the RS.
DeMeo's got to be smart here, though. He's going to have a 6-point gap, I believe, if he just stays here. So nothing crazy. He can come home with the second.
DeMeo, oh! He hits the wall on the inside. It was almost way worse than that. Able to keep it going.
Almost jinxed him there.
And into Sector 3 for the last time. DeMeo, 6% battery. Rowdy has the advantage and the 7 cents of a second lead. And through the final corner, it's going to be a return to form for Rowdy and his return to Red Bull. Rowdy leads 24 of 26 laps, dominates the day, and will come through to win in Baku.
And fastest lap
at
takes
the end.
it from DeMeo.
DeMeo comes home second. He will retake the championship lead over Slurp, who comes home third.
Not over the lead,
Joey comes home fourth. And, oh my goodness, a absolutely massive crash for Joey at the line. And NASCAR fan gets a 20-second penalty for an unserved drive-through, which will keep him P6.
But he already passed it. So.
And here comes Leafy for 7th. And that will be it. 7 finishers only in a wild race in Baku.
So Leafy will gain up to 6 on NASCAR fan there.
NASCAR fan did get driver of the day, though.
Honestly, I agree.
Despite all of that.
Considering.
He had a crazy
He definitely
run.
went through the most this race.
And let's see if we're able to talk to Rowdy here. Gonna have to search up his gamer tag. Actually, no, I can just do this. And as Rowdy hopefully will join us in a second, a look at your finishing results. There is the gap. DeMeo finishes second and will take the championship lead by 1 point over Slurp. It would be 1 more point, but Rowdy did get fastest lap on the last lap. Joey 4th, Logan 5th, Leafy 6th, NASCAR fan 7th. And those were your finishers. Banjo, DNFs in 8th, Cole 9th, Chan 10th, Cheesy Man and Jake round out your order. And man, that was a wild, wild race.
Yeah, and I think considering how wild of a race it was, very impressive for Rowdy to go out and have probably the cleanest race, and that led to the victory.
Still trying to get Rowdy in here. I did invite him. It said I didn't. Hold up. Let's see. I'm going to have to invite him again. There he is. Rowdy, include your audio for me.
I will.
All right. Your return to Red Bull. Your first win since Season 3 in dominant fashion. How's that got to feel for you?
It was great, man. I was fairly confident coming to this race. I love this track. And, everything went well. Perfect strategy. We stayed out all in the safety cars with the hards, and I got on the mediums. And, I thought the win was in hand. And then that safety car came out, and DeMeo gave me one last scare. Put one hell of a fight. So, great race to him. But, I felt confident, and a great restart for myself, just getting away from DeMeo. But, a lot of wrecks. Was expecting that, so I underfilled my car by quite a bit. But, just a great race overall for Red Bull, and I'm glad I'm not watching anymore.
What went through your mind staying out under those first two safety cars when everyone else behind you pretty much came in and pitted?
Well, everybody behind me went on the hards and were expecting to go to the end on the hards. I thought that was crazy. So my tires were at 3% on the hards, and so I just stayed out and pitted on the next car so I can run mediums to the end for like 10 laps. And that was the plan. It worked out great. But, right at the end, I mean, that safety car came out, and I definitely, I thought about staying out, but I was like, there's not even a point to risk that. So I pitted, and thankfully everybody else followed me. And, we held on to that win.
All right. We have the next 2 weeks off for Christmas and New Year's break, but after that we return and go to Monza. How do you feel going in there?
It's another one of my great tracks. I love that place. But I think it'll definitely be a DRS train. It's just so hard to pull away from anybody at that track. So it'd probably be like a 6-car train like Hungary.
All right, Potato, you got anything for him?
Yeah, man, just a great race. And I think the cleanest race is the biggest thing. We saw a lot of fast cars wreck out, but I think the fastest car not getting into much really proves how good of a race you had.
Thank you.
Yep. Rowdy, congrats on your win. It's good to have you back. Good to see you back on the top step. We're going to sign off here from Baku. Thanks, Potato, for joining me in the booth. We are off for the next 2 weeks for Christmas and New Year's break, as I mentioned, but we will come back at Monza on, I want to say, January 7th. We will be back for Formula Costco. Have a great Christmas and New Year's, everybody. We will see you guys after the break.